What is Choreosity? Choreosity is a new way for parents to incentivize their kids to complete chores and for kids to accumulate points toward long-term rewards. Choreosity is a mobile app and website that allows parents to define tasks for their kids to complete and rewards to be gotten for their completion. The kids' version of the mobile app presents tasks and rewards, while the parents' version allows these tasks and rewards to be assigned and marked as either complete or incomplete. As anyone with children knows, getting kids to complete chores can often be more trouble than doing it yourself, especially when you get busy. Choreosity addresses several psychological problems with getting kids to do chores. Choreosity creates clear and predefined rewards that are immutable. Choreosity allows kids to see a record of what they have done, helping them to understand causes and effects. And finally, Choreosity can help to remove the negative emotions that teaching responsibility can sometimes incite. There are several potential customer segments for Choreosity: parents, tweens, teens, caregivers such as nannies, babysitters, and educators. There are several potential revenue streams that we have identified. Choreosity will be built on the popular freemium model, with targeted in-app advertising for a free version and a premium ad-free version with additional features. Additional revenue streams include the markup that can be made from selling in-app rewards that parents can buy for their children, as well as the sale of data and revenues that come from professionals for access to the private parent community. We will focus on 3 revenue streams for our market size analysis: the premium version, app purchases, free version, in-app advertising, and in-app purchases for both versions. Our estimates focus on the US market only. To identify potential customer segments, we calculated the percentage of US families with children aged 5 to 17 in which at least one parent would own a smartphone and kids would have access to internet connections. Based on our data of 79 million US families, around 22 million have children ages 5 to 17. 50% of individuals own smartphones. Together, we estimate that around 9 million families have kids in the proper age range and have the required connectivity to use Choreosity. By focusing on the iOS and Android platforms, we can reach almost 90% of smartphone users. To estimate what percentage of these target families would be interested in using an app similar to Choreosity, we conducted our own survey of 55 parents. Nearly 80% of parents said they would be open to having a technology assist them in chore completion. Overall, 36% said that a mobile app would help with the chores issue. Total addressable market is defined as the market size if your product had 100% of the market share. For Choreosity, we estimated the total addressable market based upon the demographic research covered and our own survey research. We concluded that the potential market for Choreosity would be around 4 million families. Using average calculations, we concluded that with 100% market share of these 4 million families, premium app purchases would account for $4 million, with Choreosity priced at $5 per family. Free app ad revenues would be worth $1.5 million a year, and in-app purchases would be worth $2 million a year. Our estimates suggest that there is a potentially large market for an app like Choreosity. We further analyzed this market opportunity through an online survey of 55 individuals and group and individual interviews. We conducted 2 group interview sessions with parents and conducted 16 individual interviews with parents, children, and educators and professionals involved in child psychology. Our full survey results and interview notes are available at the listed links. We gained several insights through our surveys and interviews. In regards to parents, they mentioned that an app like Choreosity would take the pain point associated with getting children to consistently do tasks away. Parents also complained of inconsistent chore completion among their children and not being able to get chores done without emotional trauma, especially when parents get busy and schedules get hectic. Parents also thought it would be useful to have hard data of children's behavior over time. Children mentioned that they are motivated by points and reward systems and are less motivated and don't like to hear nagging. Surprisingly, children also mentioned that having a built-in game in the Choreosity app would not be a primary motivating factor, but rather that the point reward aspect would be enough motivation on its own. Kids older than 10 also mentioned that they would prefer to have the option to not invite their friends because they wanted to keep their home life private. We came away with several iterations to Choreosity based on this market research. We realized that it's not necessary to include an in-app game where points can be used, but that points alone are sufficient. We also realized that Choreosity is well suited for families with special needs children, and that this is an area for further research. We further confirmed our hypothesis that Choreosity will be purchased by parents for children rather than vice versa. Children also emphasized that aesthetics and usability are very important to them. Integration with Facebook should be an option, but children need the opportunity to turn it off on their own. We also realized that we should consider an option that allows friends to go online and encourage each other to finish tasks, as some children mentioned that they would enjoy a social aspect. In summary, there is a market for Choreosity, because the essence of what it solves is the age-old problem that every parent or adult working with children face. That is, how do you help your child develop good habits and skills that are important for success with minimal pain? Our market size estimates suggest that Choreosity is an opportunity worthy of continued pursuit. With Choreosity, it shouldn't be a chore to get chores done.